Hey everybody, it's Melissa. It's come to my attention that I haven't done a full review of this Cuban link chain. I think I did some on my TikTok and my Instagram, but I wanted to make one for YouTube because I think all I have is YouTube shorts. But just the specs real quick. This is a solid 22 karat, 3.2 millimeter, 17 inch Miami Cuban link chain from Hawaii Rope Chains. And if you guys want, I do have a discount code with Hawaii Rope Chains, and no, it's not an affiliate code. I don't get any commission or kickback if you decide to use it. That's just strictly there for your benefit, but it's my name, Melissa, Melissa. It gets you $10 off, and I know $10 really doesn't seem like a lot because it's not, but when it comes to buying gold, if there's even any way you can get some money off, why not use it? Okay, so the reason that coupon code came about, for those that are curious, is just because a lot of my followers were buying from Hawaii Rope Chains, and he asked me if I wanted to give back and just kind of give him a discount code. So I was like, hell yeah, dude. So again, that's all for y'all's benefit and none for mine, and that's really not a problem for me. Okay, so this chain weighs 20 grams flat. I weighed it out right before this video, and it's very unproblematic. Before, I had it at 18 inches, but I did get it shortened to 17 just because I wanted to wear a pendant with it. And whenever I would wear my pendant with my the 18 inch version of this, it just dropped a bit too low for my liking. Just so you know, when you put a pendant on a chain, just anticipate that it's gonna drop 2 more inches, right? So it was hanging like a 20-inch chain, and it just didn't look as good with every single outfit. And for me, I really wanted to have the chain be versatile, regardless of what type of situation I was in, right? Like whether I was in casual clothes or if I was really dressed up, if I had this chain on, I just wanted it to go nicely with everything. And real quick, for those that are gonna ask how much this cost, I actually traded in a couple pieces in order to get this, so I don't have that number off the top of my head. I had some things laying around, and I'm like, you know what, I wanna make use of the pieces that I have. I love Cuban link chains, and I would love a high purity one, so I traded in a couple things for this one right here, and I'm very, very satisfied with it. I've had it for over 6 months now. I think I got it at the end of February or maybe the beginning of March, but nonetheless, it's been a piece that has a lot of heavy use. Okay, so we're talking pools, beaches, jacuzzis, just like a typical daily wear piece. Sleeping, showering, if you're someone that's outdoorsy. Like for me, I like to be outdoors and stuff like that. And it's held up really, really nicely. Held up just as well as my low purity pieces if you're someone that's worried about durability. And I'll show you what this chain looks like up close as well, just so you can kind of see it. But what I really love about this is that it's not a Cuban that kinks on me, okay? And that, I know that that's basically the nature of the beast when it comes to Cuban links, but I think it's more to do so with the quality of how it's made, right? I've never had this kink when I've worn it, but it has kinked a couple times when I've just had it in my jewelry box, and I'd go back to look at it and I'm like, oh, there's a little kink on it. But the second I pull the chain upwards, the kink comes undone. Or if it's not undone and I'm just hanging it like that, the second I lightly press my fingers against the kink, it comes undone. So I think that the quality of this piece is really nice, and 3.2 millimeters for me and my build is, I love it. I really love it. I think that it depends. I think 3 millimeters in general, this is just me speaking here, is a good millimeter on anybody across the board, right? Like you could be someone with a really small frame, a really small build, and 3 mil is gonna look good on you. You could be somebody that is like a really big build, like super athletic, right? And wearing a 3 is gonna look really, really clean. So I think that it's just like that perfect middle ground for anybody and everybody. Now, of course, if you do like thicker chains, then go for the thicker piece if you want. But 3 on me is perfect. Really, really not tripping about it. So let me show you guys what it looks like up close. And I was debating, y'all, tell me what you think about this, if I should kind of change the lobster clasp with a box lock. We'll see though. I actually really enjoyed the lobster clasp. You might see my fingerprints on here, but you'll see the 22 karat stamping on one side and then FJ on the other side. And I believe FJ is just the manufacturer that these chains came from, that this chain came from, because it's a machine made Cuban link. And if you look closely in the clasp, I don't know if you guys would be able to see it, but it's stamped 916, which represents 91.6% gold purity, which is 22 karat gold. And I do love that this clasp is solid 22 karat as well. So let me show you this. And just so y'all know, I do not clean this chain. Like, this actually only gets clean when I shower. Okay, when I say I don't clean it, I mean I'm not boiling water, putting this in there, rubbing it with a rag or a cloth, or some people use the toothbrush and putting soap on it and all of that. I just don't. If you want to do that, go for it. Let me just wait out again for y'all while the video is going. Like I said earlier, it was 20 grams flat. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 20 grams flat. Let me see. Put this like this. Yeah, see, I'm debating. I'm like, should I? Should I not? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Flip this over. I think durability-wise, though, I have vouched for Cuban links for a very, very long time. They are a heavier type of design, and it's always funny when I share information about this chain and I say that it's 20 grams. I had a guy recently tell me, he's like, are you sure that thing is 20 grams? Because I have a chain that's way bigger than that and it doesn't weigh 20 grams. And, oh, I got stuck there. And it's, honestly, it's all about like the specs that I already said. Like, if you're wearing something that's 22 karat gold, it's probably going to weigh more than your 14 karat piece of the same millimeter, right? Also, not only that, but because Miami Cuban links are heavier chains by design, they are going to require more gold, thus making it heavier. So the combination of it just strictly being a 22 karat gold chain and a Miami Cuban link design is going to make this a decent sort of weight. So that's just what I have to say for people that, you know, are kind of curious about that. Now, as far as daily wearing 22 karat pieces goes, and just this one here in particular, I really have nothing bad to say about it. If you're someone, though, this would be just my one caution. If you're somebody that's worried about scratches, like you take off your chain every night and you're always looking at it to make sure that there's no scratches on it, I just say stop at 18 karat, because 22 karat will have more, it's more susceptible to scratches, okay? Especially if you're someone that decides to throw a pendant on it, then the pendant swinging on it could scratch it up. But I did wear a pendant with this chain. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. Maybe this chain was really scratched up. I didn't really look that deeply into it. But yeah, if you don't like scratches, I would say steer clear from 22 karat. I recommend it for people that are looking for basically a daily piece that you just leave around your neck and you forget about it. And that might be something that a majority of the internet would disagree with and internet comments. But when I reference internet comments, I'm mainly talking about like Westerners, okay? Because people that say you shouldn't daily wear it or that it should only be for special occasions are typically people that haven't really been exposed to higher purity gold and other people daily wearing it, right? So of course they're a bit more cautious with it and they don't want it to break and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of Eastern countries and cultures have been daily wearing high purity gold, like even 24 karat gold, for generations. And it truly has not been a problem. I think people get purity and quality like interchanged and mixed up when those two things should absolutely be separate. Because even with something like 14 karat gold, there are shitty 14 karat gold Miami Cuban links, and there are amazing 14 karat gold Miami Cuban links. It's not an issue with the purity of it, right? It's a big quality thing. And also people that want to complain about high purity, if they have worn something of high purity, it's like a 1.5 millimeter cable link chain. And again, in this video, I'm specifically talking about chains, right? So if you have a 1.5 millimeter cable link Rolo chain, regardless of the purity, if somebody swipes at it, it could break. Like if that chain was 10 karat and it broke, you wouldn't be complaining that 10 karat is a shit purity, right? But you would complain that if it was 22, it's because it's 22. So just kind of keep that in mind. At the end of the day, it really is all about what makes you comfortable. But the more gold on your chain, the more durable it is. And that could be something that also confuses people because they assume that, wait, isn't gold malleable? So the more gold there is, the softer it's going to be. It's like the thicker the chain is, the stronger it's going to be. you know? So, and I think that 3 millimeters is fine. I've never worn like a 2 millimeter Miami Cuban link, but it is something I've gotten a lot of questions about. I think that I really don't see an issue with it. Another thing I don't see an issue with is the pendant thing, because that's always a big question. People ask me if it's okay to wear a pendant with Cuban links because they're flatter designs, and again, yeah, it's all personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to wear a piece that you truly enjoy. That's just people on the internet saying, "Oh, I hate the way that it folds at the bottom of it." But in real life, no one's gonna come up to you and say, "I hate that fold that you have on your chain. Why are you wearing a pendant with it?" There's a lot of athletes, there's a lot of musicians, there's a lot of just people in general that wear Cuban link chains with pendants. If you want to wear it without it, it's fine. And I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but I've been really loving wearing this piece as a standalone just because I have been an avid pendant wearer. I love wearing pendants, but it's kind of nice to not have to reset a pendant on your chest. And y'all know what it's like if you're pendant wearers as well, and it's like 24/7, and you go to sleep and you wake up, you get up and your pendant's in the back of your neck, and it's just ingrained in you at that point to just kind of bring it back. But just wearing the chain by itself and kind of having it sit higher up on the neck is, I love it. Really unproblematic. Again, goes with every single outfit, and it's just I literally have zero cons about this piece. Truly, I don't have anything negative to say about it. If anyone else has a 3 millimeter 22 karat Cuban link that you want to, from Hawaii Rope Chains, that you want to share in the comment section below, like share your experiences with it and the places where you get your pieces from, because that's also a really big thing. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you, okay? I hope that y'all have a great day, and let me know what your favorite daily wear chain is, okay? I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.